Good morning everyone and welcome back to the channel. I'm your host Chris M. Walker. Before we get into today's video, I want to apologize if I don't sound as enthusiastic as usual. I've shot this video several times and I've had a variety of audio and video quality issues, and it's just the fourth or fifth time I'm walking through this. So I'm going to do my best, but please forgive me if I sound like I'm kind of reciting this from memory at this point. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about something that gets asked quite a bit, and that is, why is it if I search from a certain term in my home and then again in my office or somewhere else in the same city, I get different results in Google Maps? I'm going to show you how you can check that without having to get in your car and go other places, and then a technique that's helping some people to compensate for that. So without further ado, let's jump into it and get started. So we're here at Google and I've searched the term Myrtle Beach SEO. Now you can see I'm here in my home office, and if you can see my site Superstar SEO is showing up number 1 in maps. So if I go somewhere else in the city, I happen to know that I get different results. So what we're going to do, and there's ways you can check that. My favorite tool to use is isearchfrom.com. So you just go to isearchfrom.com and you fill in all this information, the country, language, device, put in the term that you want to check, then the city you're searching from, and then I always uncheck all of these and turn off safe search. So then you click search. And as you can see, even though it's still in Myrtle Beach, which is where I am, in this case, I show up number 3. Previously, I'd been showing up down here in more places, and I found a way to compensate for that, and I'm going to show you that in just a second. So you can see why this would be problematic, right? You tell your client that you're ranked, that they're getting ranked, and then they search from where they are and they're not. Or, you aren't showing up and getting as much traffic as you want. To some extent, I understand Google's logic on this. They want to give the best result to their searchers as possible. So if you're looking for like an Italian restaurant, you might want the closest one to you. But if you're looking for a professional service like an SEO agency, an accountant, a lawyer, something like that, you're probably going to be willing to drive a little further within the city. And the closest one isn't going to be as important to you as the best one. So in my opinion, they need to work on that. But we have to deal with the world the way it is and not the way the world should be. So let me show you a way I've found to compensate for that. And this is something a lot of people are getting good results for. And that is creating a Google custom map. Now, a Google custom map is something that you create where you create a location in Google. And I've shown this in a previous video, which I'm going to link to below for you. But basically, you go to google.com/mymaps and create the location. Now, where this comes into effect for what we're talking about today is you want to create driving directions to your business from other locations around town, other relevant locations, and then other big locations within the town. So for example, an airport. So we can see I have this example for the term Scottsdale cardiologist for the business optimal heart attack and stroke prevention. And then we have directions from a variety of different things around the city. So directions from Arizona cardiologist, from Scottsdale cardiologist, and so on. And what this does is it's going to tell Google that everything about those terms and those businesses, people are more interested in yours. And all roads basically lead back to yours. See how the path is kind of doing that? And since it's a Google property, they're going to take that into account, and it's going to affect their ranking. Like I said before, I was showing up down here in more places for this, and doing one of these actually got me up to number 3. So that's been pretty helpful for that. And I've actually ordered another one recently. So that's the way you do it. This is really, really tedious to do, though. You have to go through, create the Google map, create all the other locations, put in the right keywords, get the directions, type in the actual directions to them, create the directions to them, and then, link to your business and all these other things. It can take a lot of time, and it's super tedious to do. So what I did is I found somebody on Legiit to take care of that for me. His name is Rob. He does a great job. This is actually our Legiit featured service of the week. And what he does is he'll create a map just like this. He created this that has, one Google map with 90 plus places on it. So you can see it has a bunch of places, all the different dots here. And then he's going to put 5 geotagged images on it, which you can find if you look through all that. I don't need to take you through all of those. And then within a 15-mile radius. So you can see that looks like it's about 15 miles. And then the driving directions, and I guess he has a secret recipe to it as well. So he's in my group. He's really helpful. He does a great job with this. This is the only way I've found to combat this effect at all. It's not going to be 100% effective, but it does work and it is helpful. So if this is something you're struggling with, or if you just want to get a general boost in your map ranking, this I've found is very effective. So check it out. It's pretty cheap. And there's even like a $10 option where it's the same thing, but just you don't get quite as many. This may be more than effective for you. So if you're getting this phenomenon where you show up certain places in one place in the city and then different rankings for another place in the city. This is a good way to go about it. So like I said, a lot of people have asked me about this. This is the only thing I've found that even like remotely has an effect on it. So give this a whirl, create one on your own if you want, or you can go through and get Rob to take care of it for you. So that's what I got for you today. Again, sorry if my tone wasn't necessarily as excited about this video as it normally would be, because as I said, I've done it 4 or 5 times now, and I'm just kind of reciting it from memory. And anyway, enough of that. Thanks for watching. Do me a favor, subscribe, click the notification bell. Also follow me on Instagram at Superstar SEO. I'm going to start documenting my entire journey on Legiit, on creating it, the struggles we face, the successes we have, kind of a whole adventure type thing. I think it's going to be interesting. Follow me on Instagram, Superstar SEO. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.